Hi Sag, welcome to your July love reading. Thank you for following me here. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Thank you for confiding in me. This is a very sacred space that we create together. We get really vulnerable here. If you want to check out my services, you can find all my information below. And again, thank you for joining me here on my channel. All your likes, your comments, your subscribes really help to keep this channel growing. Reach out to me if you want to get a personal reading. The Patreon extended is below, as well as the Saturn and Jupiter reading that I just did. I'm going to be posting a lot of astro content on Patreon, preparing us for the eclipse in September. We have a lot of retrogrades happening right now, so I want to support you in any way I can. Okay, so follow me on Patreon if you want to go deeper with me and you like my style. Okay, so the general reading for July, or whenever you find this, is below as well. I highly encourage you to watch both. Okay, there's a lot of resonating messages. So let's get into this here. Okay, this is going to be a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And all cross watchers, you're welcome here. You could very well have Cancer, Pisces, or Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with one. These are some signs that showed up earlier, okay? We're gonna see more in the cards about how your person is feeling when you find this, okay? Let's pull from the clarifying life situation for Sag in love. Okay, Jupiter's in your 7th house of partnership, and it will be for a year. There's a lot around your foundation. Your love attachment styles, your love language, how you relate with others. You're being asked to look at the past in some way to see how and why you relate to the world. What just flipped out here? Roots of stability. Yeah, your roots. Your roots. That's 4th house. Again, we have this 4th house influence for you as well, with Saturn in your 4th house. This is the first 7 years of your life, right? It's really going to dictate your love dynamics. Okay? Oh, wow, these cards are just crazy. Sag, how is your person feeling? How is Sag's love interest viewing them and feeling about them currently? For Sag, show me what Sag needs to know. Unity blooms. Sag's love interest, show me their energy for Sag. Let's get some clarification for Sag's love interest. Let's see. Veil of illusion. Sagittarius, please show me the truth for their love interest. Please show me the truth. Guides. 2 more cards for Sag's love interest. How are they feeling? Breakthrough. 1 more, please, for Sag. There it is. Flames of passion. Carried away. I got the song in your general message, Celine Dion. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were moments of cold, I think. I don't know the lyrics. I used to love that song. I love Celine Dion, and I still do, but as a kid, man, woo, she was a powerhouse. That's reminding me of the flames, and then you had the healing chaos. So, again, carried away by these moments of, chaos, right? And this person's feeling it too. There's lots of passion, feeling like this intensity in this love dynamic. And there is a breakthrough here, okay? The passion is guiding you, or this person is being led by their passion. I'm being asked to clarify that because I'm also getting the message, that can be a negative sometimes. Again, fire. You're a fire sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but this person could be saying that maybe your passions might get in the way, or again, you might be fueled by desire. Let's see, what's this flames of passion about? What's this flames of passion for Sag's love interest? Okay, so 6 of Wands could be a Leo, could be a fire sign like yourself, especially Leo, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, male or female, King of Wands in reverse. See, this is a misuse of fire. That's kind of what I was getting here. So there's been some sort of misuse of fire that's caused a burden. This could be, again, too much of one thing, overindulgence, right? Insane chemistry, lots of sex. This could be a very sex-based connection, lots of lust, lots of passion. But again, a misuse of passion. Again, fire. It can be used in such a creative force Fire is creative energy. The wand, it's hope, it's aspiration, it's drive, it's movement. But it also, the shadow of anything, right? There's both, right? They're all interconnected. Is that, think of like a bonfire. A fire can get crazy real quick. Okay, so there's something here about the fire causing some level of illusion in this person's energy. So they're trying to break through that in some way, break on through to the other side here, navigate life's many twists with elegance and resilience. So like coming out of the fire, right? Being reborn again, walking through the fire. Okay, there's something about fire here, a misconduct. Ego, even with the Six of Wands, is the shadow side of this card, is being too arrogant or on a conquest to get one thing. They could feel this way about you because you are a fire sign, but again, you could be dealing with another one. This is a pair here, even though they're both in reverse. There's still a true pair here, but this is a very aggressive, dominant, domineering, opposing energy. You guys could have some sort of ego kind of power trip, you know, maybe you get off on that kind of thing. You know, everyone to each their own. But this person is definitely saying that there's some sort of like butting heads here. And there's a need to break through and create more harmony because there's a lot of illusion, and it's like people are being inauthentic because of their ego is what I'm seeing here. That's how this person's feeling. They could feel like you could feel also, I think it's mutual because there's a pair here, that you both feel like, you know, you're butting heads, you know, ego clash. There's just constant like one-upping each other. Even if you're in a, say, male-female or female-female, male-male, whatever you identify as, we have both, right? So we pull that out of each other. So there's certain dynamics we're in where we might be more feminine, or there might be friendships or family or intimate partnerships where we're more masculine, right? And then there's times for balance. There's times for us to adjust, you know, be more receptive, be more open, more feminine, be more emotional. I'm seeing there's a lack of emotion here with all this fire. Let's see. Sag's love interests. How are they feeling? Thinking. They're thinking and running. Craving. There's lots of lust here. Yeah, unity blooms. It's like united forces. Because there is a very powerful energy here. Right, flames of passion with the king, queen of wands. Again, there's a lot of potential here of creative, like positive, triumphant energy, right? Public recognition. You both could really stand out as leaders, but there's misuse of power here. This is how this person is thinking. They're thinking about this. Maybe they're thinking about their arrogant ways as well. Ego that's got in the way of this dynamic. Withdrawn, yeah. And this isolates them, or they feel isolated by the situation. Emotional storm, yeah. They feel isolated because I feel like both of you are marrying to one another. I do. And then it's like withdrawn because it's just too much. It's too much to handle almost. Too hot. You know, what is that saying? Too hot or something like, I'm losing the saying. I forget the saying, but I was trying there, Sag. Too hot, get out the kitchen or something. I don't know. I'm getting all these like weird sayings that I'm trying to remember, but I can't. You know, as a kid, you know, when you're like near the fire and you're just like so curious to touch it, you know, don't get too close to the flame or you might get burned type of thing. And I'm also getting reminded here with this person is just kind of like this cockiness, like, you know, I'm hot shit kind of thing, like don't fuck with me kind of energy. And really what's below that is pain, grief, right? When we think of anger and frustration, you know, a lot of the time when there's an extreme of that, it's usually just sadness or some sort of betrayal, right? When we get arrogant or cocky or avoidant or withdrawn, that there's a root to that. Again, we saw the roots card there. So there's something below that you're trying to see to actually maybe break through this, because there's a lot of shared passion and there's a mission, it looks like, that can be very victorious, but egos are getting in the way. Again, one-track minded. In your general message, we saw the compass. Sag, I have to say, you can be very fixated sometimes, and that can be to your own detriment. And it's not to say that that's not a power of yours. But again, every sign, there has to be a balance there with how they use that fire, for you especially. Are you allowing people in? Are you shutting people out? Are you allowing them to have a place at the table as well? Or vice versa, right? You could be saying to this person as well, because I am seeing a male and female here. Okay, Sag, how are you feeling? Let's see your energy towards your love interest. How are you feeling? What's going on in your feels? What are you thinking? What are you feeling about your love interest? Show me the truth. Ancestors' guides from my Sagittarius. What's going on? I just got cut off right as I was about to tell you what's going on. Sag, how are you feeling? 2 more cards, Sag in love. Sagittarius, collective, how are you feeling? Flames are brewing. But yours is flames of courage. Theirs was flames of passion. So you're having to be brave. We actually saw that in your general message. We saw the strength card in reverse. There's a lack, there's a weakness within you. Maybe you don't show it to the world. There's a leader in you. Again, ego, where it's like maybe it's hard for you to showcase this to this person or vice versa. New heights here though. Fast progress. So yes, there was a lot of healing energy in your general reading. Again, star card, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but your North Node is very strong right now. So if you're feeling like you need some extra guidance, again, look into your North Node. If you want to get a private reading with me, we can talk about that, right? Your question could literally be, what's your North Node? So I'm getting that strongly for you. New Worlds is here. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. Again, this Leo energy is 9th house. There's room for growth. There always is. Even if we are a leader, even if we are a healer, a teacher, a mentor, the 9th house is asking us to continue to expand our horizons, continue to try to seek a new perspective, to humble ourselves, to allow ourselves to seek the truth and see it for what it is, and also to gain perspective, right? You know, we're always evolving and growing. And, you know, even when we think that we've reached a plateau, there's still more to learn, okay? And it looks like you are reaching a new way, a new heights here, new worlds and new heights, okay? And Spirit is going to guide you there for sure in this connection. So there's something about being brave to reach new heights. So this could be a new uncharted territory within this dynamic where you're having to break through or break up, right? Don't let yourself get carried away by your emotions, but allow them to come to the surface and to be expressed as well, because here this person is, you know, there's a lot coming out of their throat, right? The fire is within them. They're finally like letting it out. So there's something that maybe you've repressed that needs to be talked about. And there's something about letting your romantic feelings stir what's within you, letting it come to the surface, speaking upon your emotions, because this is going to take this relationship to new heights. Not keeping things too repressed or hidden, speaking your truth and being brave about it. This could also be happening in Leo season, which we are about to enter into, okay? Sag, how are you feeling? Peace. Feminine beginnings, yeah. You are, so male or female, again, doesn't matter how you identify. This is that feminine energy that I was talking about. You are calling in this feminine energy. You could literally be asking this of your partner to be more receptive, more open to forgiveness, to reach new heights, new perspectives, or vice versa. But I see you, this is where the peace is. Look at this, divine feminine, peace and beginnings. So again, feminine energy, you could be a feminine, right? Or again, you could be connecting with your divine feminine. But there's something about this feminine energy that's going to help bring things down and temper it, right? Temperance is your major arcana, which showed up in the general message. This is where the beginning is. This is a flower. You see how fragile a flower is, and there's peace there, right? There's this like humbleness, this stillness. I think that there's a lot of like chaos, that there's kind of like a turmoil that's being brought up. Again, lots of the 7th house, Jupiter in the 7th house is expanding partnerships. So the only way out is through. You have to walk through the fire. I'm actually probably gonna name your reading that. I'm gonna write it down in my notes before I forget. walk through the fire. Yeah, and that's what leads to peace. Even though you may feel scorned or burned, I think the scars are beautiful. That song, there's something about the scars make you beautiful. So showcase that in this love dynamic. It takes courage, though, to walk through the fire. But there's peace on the other side, and there's a beginning here. There's a beginning here for you. I want to actually see what that is before we take this over to the extended. We'll go deeper. Okay, so yeah, an ending of some sort. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of new beginning here after a Tower moment that's been avoided. Could be with a Scorpio. Again, there's something that you've been avoiding, or your love interest has been suppressing, and it's time to walk through the fire is what I'm seeing here, because this is what's going to lead to some sort of new beginning, either with each other, or again, this could literally be an ending. Ten of Swords with beginnings. The 10 is the end, right? And again, in the 10 of Swords, we like to stay focused on this pain here. This person has definitely been through something that's very challenging. 10 swords in your back, ouch, right? Again, walking through the fire. This is those scars. But the scars are what make you beautiful. And the scars are what actually allow you to be the leader that you are. Again, that practice, that resilience that you are experiencing in your life right now, it's actually making you stronger. And although it feels like you're failing or you're at your defeat, you're at your end, there's a beginning here, and we're going to dive into that, okay, in this love dynamic. Whether it's with this person or, again, with new love, we're going to dive into love and the extended on what this actually looks like, this 10 of Swords, and how we can get you into this peace and harmony and this more receptive feminine energy, okay? I hope to find you on Patreon. Just remember, as a Patreon member, you have access to all 12 extended love readings and the Saturn and Jupiter reading, and I'll be doing tons of supportive readings on there. I'm going to be posting a Mercury retrograde reading in August because it's stationing to go to retrograde. So if you want more astro content, and again, you also get 20% off all my services all the time, join me on Patreon. If this is where we part, Sag, bye for now.